like a montage. Probably take a little more planning than I've given it here today, but that's all right. We're gonna launch her in now. We're gonna get Kale's what was it? Walking Blues? No. Nick. Hey.
Sorry, I was YouTube wasn't.
He's busy.
Streaming.
Oh, he's still trying to get YouTube. All right. Well, we can.
Worried Man Blues.
Worried Man Blues. We're gonna start with Kale. We'll come back and do a couple more songs here, and then run some more videos. It's gonna be a heck of a show, folks.
It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Said it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I went across the river and I lay me down to sleep. I went across the river and I lay me down to sleep. When I woke up, there's shackles on my feet. 21 links of chain around my leg. I said 21 links of chain around my leg, and every link is an initial of my name. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Said it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I asked that judge what would be my fine. Said I asked that judge just what would be my fine. 21 years on a Rocky Mountain line. That train pulled out 21 coaches long. Said that train pulled out and it was 21 coaches long. And the girl I love was on that train and gone. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Said it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. 21 years to pay my awful crime. I said 21 years just to pay this awful crime. 21 years, but I still got 99. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Said it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Woo! Happy Sunday morning. Going back to 1940 on that one. Little Woody Guthrie, Worried Man Blues.
Breaks for that. So.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for sending that in, Kale. And we got Kim Starling up here on stage. I got my hobo fiddle, and Danny has the aforementioned six-stringer. And gonna break out a little bit of Mr. Not sure if this was pre or post Cougar, but
Yeah, it's just John Mellon.
just John. John, okay.
All right. Myself where to bury me. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Spoken word action.
Spoken.
I like it.
Well, thank you for that,
Yeah.
Danny. That's one of 2 Mr. Mellencamp songs we'll be doing today. All sorts of good stuff. So, Kim, thank you for joining us.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we were talking about... What are you doing?
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
I thought you were dismissing me. That
You-
felt
no,
like
no.
a dismissal.
No,
didn't
we
it?
got more to
No.
do.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
We got other things to
You
do.
can check out anytime you like. but
Get the hook.
You can never... Yeah, get it. Nothing heavy, cut out.
Like, oh,
So, been thinking a little bit more. Oh, there's a knife fight breaking out in the comments about who's the better Cigar. Everybody's allowed to like their own things. That's all I'm gonna say. Growing up, I grew up in northern Ohio, right on Lake Erie, only about a little over an hour from Detroit. So I can tell you, I heard a lot of Bob Cigar growing up. And he's all right.
there can't be enough Bob Cigar.
Wow, opinion. I didn't know there was such strong opinion on the Cigar topic.
Yeah, well, the fact that you said he was all right, I'm thinking, like, what do you mean all right? He's awesome.
people get mad quick. No, he's great. He's great. Bob Seger's great. Pete Seeger, of course, was great in a different way. Everybody's
Oh,
great.
Pete Seeger.
Mhm.
All right.
I got to hear Pete Seeger.
You did live
Newport
at
Folk.
Newport
Jeez.
Folk Festival. So I think we're gonna head now right into what's the deal with Spiel. I'm not sure. Last week we thought we had a pretty good handle on what the deal with Spiel was, but there's always more to learn. And I think
He's a bloomin'
he's
onion.
like an onion. There's always another layer under there. Hey, there's Scott Heron out there
Hi, Scott
checking
Heron.
out Danny's shirt over there. I should have worn mine so we could match, but I didn't. Anyway, I believe Shane got Mr. Bill Yaley, author of the first book that was ever published specifically about cigar box guitars and their history, I believe. One Man's Trash. Bill doing a little intro here for What's the Deal with Spiel. And we'll be back with you in 3 or 4 hours? How
Yeah.
long do you go this time?
3 days.
No, about 15 minutes. Here is What's the Deal with Spiel.
I'm Bill Yaley, Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and I'm the guy that wrote One Man's Trash, the history of the cigar box guitar. And one thing I've been trying to look up here is, what's the deal with Spiel?
Here's what's the deal with Spiel. All right. Hey guys, it's Shane Spiel. Welcome to What's the Deal with Spiel. Oh yeah, just for Halloween I figured I'd use one of my bone slides. New bone slide over at stubbyslide.com. I'm going to give you guys some really cool, interesting, and weird ideas for instrument building. I've gone through my archives and I got some really cool old videos of strange instruments I've made in the past. But first, you're wondering, what the heck am I playing? This is a one-string electric diddly bow. This was made by Ted Crocker. This was built even before Cigar Box Nation was created. He had an old rocking chair and he dismantled it, used parts of it, and created this crazy one string. Now you have what looks to be part of a seat here and part of an arm on the back. It can be laid straight or flat on a table and play it, which is kind of weird. And it's also strange to hold, but it's a neat experimental instrument. It's a hand-wound pickup. He did his own pickup there, and the tuner is in the back. He even had a little plaque put on there. So that's what I started this out with. I ran it through a distortion pedal and a delay pedal and a phaser just to have a little fun. Let me put this down and let's talk about interesting ideas for building cigar box guitars. Wait a second, I almost forgot. We're also going to give away a guitar again this week, 3rd week in a row. End of this video, I'm going to tell you who won last week's guitar. And then, yeah, let's do it. I am going to give away my CB Gitty Rodeo King guitar. This is the guitar I have been using in Blues University lessons. It is a fretted 3-string guitar. It is one really cool kit. Now, I built this from the CB Gitty kit. The Rodeo King, it comes with its own license plate. CB Gitty, thank you for sending me this kit. Okay, cool ideas. Let's talk about cool ideas for cigar box guitars. I've been going through my archives, trying to see all the different things. You got to understand, I've built thousands of instruments over my life, and they're scattered all over the world. And as I would build them, I'd make little demo videos. I still have a lot of those. So I've gone through some of them, and I've pulled them out, and I want to show them to you. First of all, let's talk about an instrument that's not a cigar box guitar. There was an instrument I created one time called the Poverty Banjo. And what it was is I had a whole bunch of round tins. And I did like a normal cigar box guitar where you have the neck that goes through the box. Well, I used the same design for these King Edward tins, and I called it the Poverty Banjo. It was 3 strings on there. The neck was a little bit thinner, but it had a really great sound. Check out the Poverty Banjo in this demo. Next, I want to take a look at some things that I showed off in my book. Where's my book? The book's supposed to be here. My book, Making Poor Man's Guitars. It's supposed to be sitting right here in my video. I was looking through it earlier, and I forgot to put it back here. I'm going to talk about some instruments that were in my book. By the way, you want a little secret? The book that's always on my shelf here was a misprint. It couldn't be sold. It was printed upside down. Nobody knows that. You want a good one? Go to stubbyslide.com and you can get an autographed copy. On page 43 of Making Poor Man's Guitars, I show off a cool way to do sound holes. And what I did was I took this. See this? This is a wooden ring for a humbucker pickup that is sold at cbgitty.com. Well, I looked at one of these and I got the idea of it being a sound hole. And I went to Lowe's, and you can get big pieces of this. This is like a furnace grate, and I bought a big hunk of this from Lowe's, and I would cut it up into pieces, and I would put it behind here, and it made a cool looking sound hole. So I used it for the, what is it, the Nails and Screws guitar. And here's a little demo of that. Speaking of these pickup rings, I was completely inspired by these. I mean, I had bought them from Gitty because I was going to put them on an electric guitar, but it just had a different look. And this is the pickup ring that inspired me to make the Peep Show guitar. All right, guys, in Making Poor Man's Guitars, I show one of the coolest artistic guitars I've ever developed. It's the Peep Show. It's on page 44 and 45, and all it is a way of creating sound hole covers that look like an old Peep Show slot and photo frame, and inside the box you put a picture of a girl here. You can see in the book I even show how I did it. Well, I originally did this with a CB Gitty humbucker pickup ring, and then I cut out my own. Well, I'm proud to announce that CB Gitty is now making the Peep Show sound hole set. And in it you get a beautifully laser engraved Peep Show coin slot, and you go down here and it has the photo frame. And if you see, I've got inside there a picture, a burlesque picture from 1911. I found it on Google Images and printed it out on my printer, put a piece of plastic over top to make it seem like glass, and it's on the inside. Anytime I did a series of peep shows and I sold them at craft festivals, these were always the first to go, and it was women that bought them more than men. The other little clue to this is the picture of the girl. Don't get anything real revealing. Try to find an image on the internet that just sort of, you know, implies naughtiness. The peep show sound hole set. Here's another idea, and I show it off in the book again, Making Poor Man's Guitars, wood burning up the neck. You know, the old country guitars, the old country stars would have their names up the neck of the guitar. I always loved that, and so I like to recreate that with a wood burning pen. Now in this one, I put the text, "Damned if I do," because I was thinking, what saying encompasses the blues so much? And it hit me of damned if I do, damned if I don't. And it seems like that's a theme on so many of them. Well, I took an old typewriter font on my computer and printed out damned if I do. I put it on the neck of the guitar, and then I used my wood burning pen and put it up the neck. I still have the old demo video from that. Check it out right here. So the question would be then, if you have a wood burning pen and you're making a cigar box guitar, what would you put up the neck? You don't necessarily have to put your name. You can come up with a saying, you can come up with art. I challenge you. Come up with something wild to put up the neck of a guitar. You never know what you're going to create. Hold on. How about that time I made a ukulele out of a beer cooler? My uke's broken, so I made my own. And here it goes like this. Now hold on, you don't have the whole picture. It's a styrofoam uke. The styro uke. Let's get into our next little clip here. I had created 2-string chuggers for a while. That's actually one of my most requested, is how to play a 2-string chugger. What is a chugger? It's a cigar box guitar played with a slide that only has 2 strings. Usually I would tune them like a G power chord, G and D, but I found this old demo, and you got to check this out. Listen to the tuning. The tuning is B flat low, and then D high. I got my The Edge guitar slide. It's made to be like Blind Willie Johnson's pocket knife. And I've got my little 2-string chugger here. So there you go. There's just a hodgepodge of cool ideas. Last week, I told you that I hid some trivia inside my How to Play Slow Ride by Foghat video. In that video, on a whim, I just put a little thing at the bottom that said, when I was a child, I grew up next to a man named Bob Trow. He was one of the cast members to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And I challenge you guys, find the trivia in there and tell me who I grew up next to as a child. And so many people went in the comments of that video and posted the correct answer. So I said I was going to give this away to somebody who went on the Slow Ride video and posted the correct answer. And that winner is Floyd Jamieson. Floyd Jamieson, you won the ukulele. Now, Floyd, I recognize your name because you just bought something at stubbyslide.com. So I don't even need your address. I'm just going to pack this up and send it right to you. Thank you for everybody who entered this contest. Now let's give another guitar away. We're just going to keep this going. My CB Gitty Rodeo King. You saw this in Blues University lessons, and now you can win it. And this is even easier than a trivia question. All you need to do is go to shanespiel.com, and on the front page, join my mailing list. That's it. Once a week, I send out an email, and it has what's going on with the different videos of the week and project ideas. So go to shanespiel.com and sign up for my mailing list. Once you're in that mailing list, you're entered to win this. I will give this away next week, Friday, October 22nd in What's the Deal with Spiel. I have to say one other thing. You know, this episode is sponsored by cbgitty.com, and I couldn't do what I do without their support. And they send me different kits to do, different parts, and they're truly an inspiration for all that I do. And if you did want your book and you're ordering from CB Gitty, you know what? He sells the book too. Add this book to your next order, and it'll give you so many new ideas for instruments that you're building. There you go, guys. This has been What's the Deal with Spiel. And I tell you, this little segment seems to be taking on a life of its own. Next week, I hope to give you an update on my junkyard drum set, and who knows what else we're doing. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/ShaneSpiel, because I just filmed about 5 or 6 more how to play cigar box guitar videos that'll be coming out one a week. You guys take care. I will talk to you soon, and I forgot to throw something. There's my pick. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Shane, for putting it. Well, he's got a lot going on. I mean, that was a great intro by Bill. You ain't gonna find the answer to that particular question in any book that's ever been printed, I think. Not even Shane's own book. Well, you might get a bit of a hint of what the deal with Spiel is. So, Kim's up here again. She might have been when we went to that video. It's been so long, I can't remember.
Lots happened since then.
Gonna sing, she's gonna...
added a song.
Yeah, we just worked this out during that interlude. A little bit of CCR. This is one that, brief backstory, when Kim and I were in the band Bradigan together, towards the end there, we were trying to branch out into some more folky, classic rocky type stuff, and this was one of them.
I opened my big mouth, and now we're
doing it live. All right, there's one person on this stage who really knows the song, and it's that guy. So he's gonna lead us on.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the
about that? Little CCR. Well, I want to run now, without further ado or delay, the video from Louis Lamanna. He sent this in. He had talked, asked me a while back, hey, what do you think about converting the 4-string? I was just playing the 3-string version. But he asked, what do you think about converting that 4-string version of the Country Roads banjo to a 5-string? I was like, well, go for it, why not? And so we did, and here is the video evidence of how that worked out.
Hi guys, Lou Lamanna here. We're converting the Country Roads 4-string banjo to a 5-string. So here's one of the steps. I've got the neck. I had to glue the heel stock on first. You'll see as we get through the process. So I cut this piece of maple to fit there. That's where my 5th string will go, and then I had to extend the heel. So I got another piece there. And I'll glue those in place. You can see I've marked where the side dots are going to go. And I marked where the hole is going to go for the 5th string tuner. And I got to glue them on now. Okay, on to the next step. Okay, the next step, you see I got the extension pieces glued on. I just took the clamps off, and I've got the side dot areas marked. I've pre-drilled the hole where I want the 5th string peg to go, and we're going to get to drilling that in a second. Here's the 5th string peg I'm going to use, and I took my handy drill gauge, and I tried it, and I see that it goes in pretty nice in a 3/8 hole. So I'm going to go 1 hole smaller since it's got ridges and I can pound it in to 23/64, and I'm going to drill that hole. And I have the drill press set up here. And you can see I put a piece of tape to mark how deep to drill it. And hopefully this will fit in here. Yeah, it feels like it'll fit in nice and snug. But first I'm going to shape the back of the neck. But my hole's already drilled. It'd be too hard to drill that hole if it was already rounded off. That's why I drilled it this way, and that's why I did this all. And I didn't have a piece to make you could make this all one piece, but I didn't have a piece wide enough to do that. So I made this the same thickness as the part that goes inside the box. So we have a seam on this side and a seam in the same place on this side. So at least it'll be that. And you can see the green dots came out nice. I'll do the same thing up here on the side with some smaller green dots. Next step is shaping the neck. Okay. There it is. The Country Roads banjo kit converted to a 5-string. Very simple. Everybody who wants to build a banjo neck but you're afraid of that thing, do this. It was easy. You've seen how I've just added this piece on. The only things I did different, these instructions are fantastic. The only thing I did different was I did not attach the 2 outside side pieces until the neck was completely done and mounted. That way I could put the screws in through the sides after the neck was done. And then the rest pretty much there. I changed out the tailpiece because the kit came with a 4-string tailpiece, and I got this from CB Gitty. That's the mandolin tailpiece, which works great for banjo. And these are banjo loop end strings. Some custom knobs I put on there, of course the Gitty Bucker from Gitty. I had the 5th string peg in my larder, and I went with burned side dots in. It just seemed like it would fit better. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. Love it. I absolutely love it. If anyone wants to try a banjo and is afraid, this is definitely the way to do it. It was easy. You've seen how easy it was. No great mysteries. The hardest thing to find was a little screw. This is called a pip. And it's like the little 1-string nut. It's a very small flathead, or not flathead, but slotted screw that the string runs through. And then by screwing up and down with the screw, you can adjust the height of the string. That was the hardest thing to find because all screws are Phillips head now. Little, you almost have to take apart an old thing. But that was, you know, I found that and everything else just by the thing. I experimented with the color. I got a really nice green. I'm very happy with it. Okay, let me see pictures of what you guys do with it. I think I might like to try a 3-string with adding a little string and have a 4-string that way banjo. That might be the next one. All right, thanks guys.
Well, Louis, seriously, thank you for doing that, for proving the concept. As soon as I watched that this morning, I was chatting back and forth with Shane because I had a great idea, literally. I'm like, Shane, we need to do a 5-string banjo neck. Why have you never brought this up before? And then he threatened to cut me because he's brought it up many, many times over the years. And I was like, 5-string. Yeah, well, you'll have
I'm
it.
about to hit you.
Why?
There was a fly on him.
A fly? He doesn't
River
chew
fly,
much.
no.
Oh,
Not a
one of
regular
those
fly.
Kachiko flies.
Yes.
Oh, they'll eat you alive
That's
before
why
you even know what happened.
that's why I chose to hit you live.
All right, well, I'll take it. So this is another classic rock-ish, pop-ish song. It's been bouncing around in my head for a while, and I looked it up because I didn't really know what it was written about or what the theme was. And apparently it was written based on a true story about a guy who came back from Vietnam back in the 70s and just wanted to fit back into his normal life and couldn't really find a way to do so. So apparently that's what this is about. Daniel is traveling tonight on the plane. I can see red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eye. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Daniel says it's the best place that he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, now, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. See more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on the plane. I can see red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. But it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eye. God, it
looks like Daniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes. Hello, Elton John for us there today. So thank you again, everyone, for tuning in, watching along today. We've got one more video, no, two more videos for you. And we're going to run them right in order. So we've got the, we got 3 videos. So many videos. So we got Rob Roble trying out one of his amazing new guitars. You know, he builds wonderful high-end electric guitars with the lamination, beautiful fretboards. So we're going to go from Rob into Janice Wilson Hughes, showing off some homemade drums and a ceramic flute she made. And then we're going to see where we're at after that. Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Well, that was pretty freaking cool.
We should have been rehearsing during that break, but we couldn't stop watching.
What's the round thing she's got? Like, that's the flute! Round flute!
Very
What
cool.
in the heck? That was awesome. Janice, thank you for choosing to send that to us. That, all of us, while that was playing, we're like, I wish she lived closer.
Yeah, we need
We
J-Dubs in
need
studio.
J-Dubs here, all time. All right, we're gonna have to muddle along with our own selves as best we can. But thankfully, we do have
We're not sorry we have to follow that, actually.
We do have Danny Woodman here in the studio, and Kim Starling. And Danny is going to take us dancing, not in the streets, but in the moonlight.
Such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Wow, very nice. Thank you. We did it.
Let's slide into home plate there.
Hey,
Woo!
here we are. So thank you all for joining us for the great videos this week. Louie, Rob, Shane, of course, Janice Wilson-Hughes. We love it when you guys send us videos like that. You're all out there doing awesome stuff, and man, we just love sharing it with, well, the world. It's a small world, but it's our world, right? So hey, we love it. Thank you for joining us this week. Did we have anything else? I feel like that was everything. You did all of yours, right?
Oh, we were thinking of the
Did
authority
extra.
song.
Which one?
The authority song. Yeah, you promised them another John Mellencamp.
I did.
That last one wasn't John Mellencamp.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta stick with promises, don't we?
What?
I fought authority. Authority always wins.
Yes.
Oh.
Another. Yeah, I did promise to Mr. Mellencamp's,
No,
didn't
that
I?
was a
That was a firm promise there,
sure
Starlin.
choice.
Is this what I was playing on that? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Did I already play this?
I'm trying to remember what the first verse was. All of a sudden.
Who are you people? Where are we?
Maybe we should comment.
No, it's gonna be great. I wasn't playing this.
No, I think it was your fiddle.
Okay, I remember.
Oh, I remember now.
Really like to get you in a compromising position. Really like to get you up there and smile in your face. Yeah, they think you're so cute when they got you in that position. And I think that it's a total disgrace. And I said, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was a young kid and I come out grinning. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. So I called up my preacher, I said, give me the strength for round 5. He said, you don't need no strength, you need to grow up, son. I said, that growing up leads to growing old and then to dying. Getting down to me don't sound like all that much fun. And I said, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was a young kid and I come out grinning. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. I said, oh no, 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 no. I said, oh no, oh no, no. Well, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. Well, I've been doing it since I was a young kid and I come out grinning. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. One more time now. Yes, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. But I've been doing it since I was a young kid and I come out grinning. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins. Yeah, I fight authority, authority always wins.
All right. Well, thank you. Here we are at 4 o'clock. You've squandered another perfectly good hour listening to the Gitty Gang show, but we sure are glad you did. Yeah, buddy. Well, hopefully see you here again next week, 3 o'clock every Friday. Record a quick video and send it in about a spooky song, a Halloween, something, anything. We love it all. We love seeing what you're working on, what you're doing, what you're picking and singing.
And if there's a song you want us to sing, send it in.
Write it on the back
We'll work on
of
it
a $20 bill.
while the show is going on.
Yeah,
work
we'll
on
figure it out during What's the Deal with Spiel. And, you know, trot it out there. Why not? So, it's about time.
Oh, yes. Oh, we forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Forgot to unveil my newest build.
Tell us about that, Bill, Danny.
Yes, it's for
He's coming out of the boat. Look out!
Conway Scenic Railroad 7470, which turns 100 years young this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
An active working steam locomotive that still occasionally pulls a train up there.
Yep.
Well, it's a Gitty Gang show on Cigar Station TV. Well, it's the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Station TV. And we came to you live from CB Gitty. Hey, Danny.
Well, we come to you live